Are you ready to find your voice, fulfill your purpose, build unstoppable confidence? And are you ready to learn how to trust, accept, and love yourself enough to do the work to create what you want in life? Oh, and do you want to learn how to do it without burning yourself out, sacrificing what matters most, or compromising on your values? Then you're in the right place. I'm your host, Crystal Stanton, a certified coach, human design enthusiast, entrepreneur, and podcast host on a mission to guide women into their true, authentic success, to help them recognize their power and to step out from the shadows and into the woman they were always meant to be. Around here, we don't do grey, unaligned versions of our life. We don't settle for what we should be happy with. Around here, we do big, bold, courageous, fulfilled, rich lives, and we do it in an aligned, nourished, and truly authentic way. If that sounds like the life you want, then stick around and make sure you subscribe to the channel so you never miss an episode. Hello and welcome to another episode. Alrighty, we're going to dive in today because we've talked a little bit about goal setting and getting prepared for 2025. How do we set goals? How do we let go of 2024 and all the goals that we may not have achieved? And so if you have been following along with this little bit of a series that we've been running, it's now time to talk about taking that imperfect action, okay? And I do really want to take some time today to touch on one of the pitfalls that we can quite often fall into without even realizing it, right? We will do this little thing without even realizing that we're doing it. And it really sets us back and it really keeps us in a false sense of reality. Okay, and it's where a lot of our anger, disappointment, bitterness, frustration can come from. And I'm using some of our human design signature themes, not self themes there. Anytime, if you know your human design, and if you don't, go and get your free chart from my website. The link is in the show notes. You have this thing called your signature theme and your not self theme. And they are great feedback tools for you to use to gauge whether you're in alignment and moving forward and in flow or not. And they can also tell you possibly where you are doing, saying something that you're not actually doing. Okay, and that's what I want to focus on today. Because a lot of the time we fall into this trap of saying what we want and, setting intentions, making affirmations, claiming the change that we want to see happen without actually changing anything. And so what I want you to ask yourself, and a question I want to give you as a constant feedback tool to sort of monitor and gauge your progress as you take imperfect action in the direction of your dreams, is do your actions match what you are trying to affirm or reprogram? Do they match? Do your actions match your words? Do your actions match your intention? If you say you want change, if you say you want X, Y, Z, do your actions actually match that? Are you being the person that can create that through your daily habits, your standards, your routines, your rituals? Okay, because it's all well and good to be reprogramming our subconscious mind and to be saying affirmations and setting these intentions, but if none of our actions actually match those affirmations, then you're just wasting time. But you're also going to be tricking yourself into thinking you're changing, and then you're going to get frustrated when nothing changes in your reality, and then you're going to call bullshit and say, oh, none of this manifestation stuff works. It's all bullshit. It's all woo-woo nonsense. It doesn't work. There's a couple of things there. It takes time for this stuff to work, right? It takes anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks for you to see evidence of change in your reality, the work that you've been doing for the last 6 to 8 weeks. Okay, so your habits and your standards and your practices and your rituals and the affirmations and the reprogramming tools that you are implementing need consistency and time. When I say consistency, I mean frequency of repetition. Okay, you need to frequently be repeating these tools, these affirmations, these reprogramming, this self-concepting, this magic scripting, these habits, standards, practices. You need to be frequently repeating them for them to have an effect. And it takes time to start actually seeing the change. If you want to talk about habit installation, that takes about 66 days for a single habit to be formed, okay, to go through the whole process of breaking down old habits and establishing new ones, okay? So I want you to do a bit of an audit, okay, an action activity audit. If you say you want X, Y, Z, do your actions match that? So, for example, if you are using affirmations, and I'm doing this off the top of my head. So maybe you are saying something like, I am worthy of love, of success, and of happiness, but every single day you feel unloved. Every single day you are choosing things that make you feel sad. Every single day you are not taking action towards your goal, so you don't feel successful, okay? Your actions aren't matching what you're trying to affirm. If you're saying something like, I fill my plate with things I enjoy, but then every single day you're putting the things you enjoy at the bottom of the priority list to tick off the things you feel like you have to do that are more important, your actions aren't matching what you're affirming. And your subconscious mind is going to call bullshit on this, because it's going to be like, but that's not true. That's not true at all, right? This is my favorite one. Maybe you're using an affirmation like, I don't chase, I attract. And then immediately you're going out and chasing. Maybe you're chasing leads. Maybe you're chasing people in your messages. Maybe you're chasing money, right? Your actions come from a place of fear, scarcity, lack, not enoughness. Yet you're trying to affirm, I don't chase, I attract. But you're actually not sitting back and working on holding the frequency to become magnetic to attract them in. You're actually going out there and chasing them. Okay? So little things like that. It's really important to think about, if these are the beliefs I want to affirm, these are the beliefs I want to program myself with, I not only have to repeat them and saturate my subconscious mind with them, I have to actually embody them. I have to embody them. And this is what we talked about in the goal setting, where it's not about the end goal, and it's not just about the action, the doing to get to that end goal. It's about the being. We have to be that version of ourselves that has that thing that we want, right? We have to be it. We have to embody it. So if you are, if you are saying things like, I don't chase, I attract, I am magnetic, I always get what I want, I allow abundance into my life, but then you go out and you're chasing, or you're blocking money, or you have a really negative relationship with it, your receiving channels aren't open, your nervous system is a constant state of fight, flight, freeze, so it doesn't feel safe to receive anything anyway, you're wasting your time on these affirmations. You're wasting time on this reprogramming practice. So the reason why I wanted to share this with you today, especially at this time of year, at the start of the year, where we are setting new intentions, we are creating new affirmations, we are vision boarding and vision casting and tapping into that future potential that we want to create and magnetize to us here in our reality now, it's really important that you are also doing the work to embody, and your action is matching what you're trying to affirm and reprogram. So go through, how do you start doing this? Well, do an audit of your time and your action. What are you spending your time on? What are you spending your time doing? What are you spending your time feeling? What are you spending your time thinking about? And audit all of those things. If they don't align or the affirmations or the reprogramming that you're trying to create in your subconscious mind, you need to do something about that, because you are unintentionally creating a massive block to what you're trying to call into your reality. All right, so just a quick little short one today. Not every podcast episode is going to be a big long one. I just want to do some sort of short and sharp ones, just straight to the point, a little bit of my insight, my wisdom, what I've noticed, and a bit of a tool to help you. And also, if you are looking for a tool to help you tap into that future potential that you're trying to create, if you're looking for a short process that is going to help you connect with, in the quantum realm, connect in with, the future you're trying to create, the business you're trying to build, how you want to feel when you get there, when it arrives, when you achieve it, I'm going to put a link in the show notes to my Quantum Leap Vibe Booster. It's just a short 4-minute audio that you can tap into either once a day, multiple times a day, once a week. It's up to you. Again, frequency of repetition is very important. Tap into it. It's a guided meditation that's going to bring you to brain-heart coherence. And then it's going to guide you through a process to connect in with the reality that you're trying to create in the quantum realm. Tap into an elevated emotion, how you are going to feel when it arrives, and then release the attachment to it and allow the universe to bring it to you. Okay, so then go out and make sure that you are embodying that version of you that lives in that future reality, that future potential now. That your actions match your intentions, your actions match what you're trying to affirm. And keep asking yourself, do my actions match what I'm trying to affirm or reprogram? And if they don't, then ask yourself, why don't I want what I say I want? Why don't I want what I say I want? Because if you are saying you want something but your actions aren't matching it, it means there's a block. There's something that needs to be explored. There's something that needs to be healed. There are some limiting beliefs or some ancestral wounding or some psychological avoidance, some doubts that needs to be looked at, healed, overcome, expanded into, transmuted, so that you can then match your actions to what you say you want. That is a really good question. So 2 questions for you. Do my actions match what I'm trying to affirm, reprogram, create? If they don't, why don't I want what I say I want? Maybe you'll discover, well, actually, I am scared. I have a fear of judgment, or a fear of success, or a fear of failure around this. Maybe I don't think I'm worthy of that level of love, support, success, wealth. Maybe I don't think that I am capable of holding that level of wealth. Okay, it's going to uncover a lot of things for you. Maybe you'll realize that there is a pattern in your family of, well, whenever we create success, then bad things happen. It's going to be different for everybody, but ask yourself that question, and you can journal on it, meditate on it, just think about it, whatever your process is, whatever works for you, but create some kind of process, talk it out. Again, I'm going to always come back to this is why human design is so helpful, because this is where your authority comes in. Your authority is your internal compass, your internal guidance system that helps you understand what is aligned and isn't aligned for you. And everyone has a different authority and a different way of processing these things. So that is all for today. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know what's come up for you. I want to know if this is helpful, and I want to know any questions you might have. And again, if you are looking for a space, a community to help you do this work, right? To help you create authentic success and alignment in all areas of your life, come and join us inside the Fearless Collective. We have fortnightly calls. We have monthly activations and intention setting. And there's a bunch of other options available to you depending on what level you want to come into. It is a choose your own adventure style membership. So from very minimal amounts. And to be honest, all of the membership options are very minimal investment, because I truly don't believe that your personal growth and development should bankrupt you. Okay, I don't believe personal growth and development and accessing the support you need to create the life you truly deserve and desire has to cost a lot of money. Sometimes it will, sometimes that will be perfect and exactly what you need, but it doesn't have to. So I have higher end containers and one-on-one coaching, but I also have really accessible memberships for people as well to get the support that they need, because I truly, truly believe in you and your ability to create the life that you deserve, that you desire. And I am here to support you in doing it. And I'm all about collaboration and co-creation and creating spaces where people can come together to support each other, to lift each other up so we can thrive together, because that is how we make the world a better place. Okay, if that sounds like what you've been looking for, the links are in the show notes. Until next time, big love, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. I really hope you received exactly what you needed from it. I absolutely loved sharing it with you. I'd also love to know what you thought, so please leave a comment or a review for me to respond to, or just come over and say hi on my socials. If you'd love to be a guest on the show, or maybe you have a question or a topic that you'd like me to talk about, then please send me a message. I absolutely love to connect. And really, this podcast is all about you, and your success. So tell me what you need to hear more of. If you really enjoyed this episode, please give it a like, or even better, send it to someone you know to spread the love. Let's get this authentic success movement happening. Okay, that's it from me. Big love. Now go out there and be amazing.